As the NFL trade deadline approaches, we got two Chicago Bears players that are generating trade interest from other teams in the league. So let's talk about this, people. What is going on? Y'all, Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. Appreciate that if you do so, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's hop into this real quick. But before I do, I want to give a big shout out to a couple of subscribers that did roll over to the new membership for the channel. So shout out to Just Relaxin', Andrew Hernandez, and Random Bass Player. Thank you guys for joining the membership on the channel. If you guys are interested in the perks involved, which is custom badges, loyalty badges, custom emojis, etc., you can go ahead and click the link down below. You get a shout out in the video as well. So with that being said, let's talk about this. This is coming from Rapaport, who basically put out an article talking about, all of the things going on in the trade deadline. And he mentioned two players for the Chicago Bears that are generating trade interest, and that is Khalil Herbert and Nate Davis. Okay, so those two guys, I'm not sure if Ryan Poles is actively shopping them or if other teams are just reaching out to the Bears to see if they are available. I would say it's probably the latter, that I think teams are just looking to see if they're available. And I think that's what essentially is happening here. So my thoughts on this. I already told you guys how I felt about Khalil Herbert, made a separate video about my thoughts on him. I don't believe the Chicago Bears should trade Khalil Herbert unless they get a really good offer. I'm talking about better than a fourth round pick or better. And the reason why is because of the fact that even though he's not playing, he's still so valuable as a depth option for the running back room. It's the most brutal position in football. You certainly want to make sure that if anything happens to Swift or Roschon, you have backups there that are capable to step in, and Herbert's one of the best backups in football. Now, again, don't get me wrong. If you get a great offer from a team like the Cowboys, for example, I'm all for it. But I'm not going to go ahead and ship off Herbert for a 6th round pick. I'm just not doing it. I'm sorry. He's too valuable to my roster. So that's my thoughts on Herbert. Let's talk about Nate Davis. Nate Davis obviously got benched, and he has been an utter disaster in Chicago. It's been a failed free agent signing. If teams are interested in Nate Davis, I'm all for moving him. Now, it's tough to say that with an offensive lineman because offensive linemen are, hard to come by, and you want to have them for depth pieces and just purposes. But Nate Davis has been terrible here, and, he's just been not the answer. We've got guys coming back from injury, and Larry Borum and Ryan Bates. So to me, we have those depth option, not to mention Kieran Amagaji, the rookie offensive lineman that we drafted this past offseason. So to me, Nate Davis is expendable. Honestly, I don't feel the need to keep him. He's just, been an utter disaster here in Chicago. So if we get even a decent trade offer, I'm all for moving Nate Davis. Now, my thoughts on whether this actually happens between these two guys. I don't believe either get traded. And that's because I think Ryan Poles understands where the Bears are. It's funny because we're sellers now at the trade deadline. We're buyers at the trade deadline, not sellers. We used to be sellers because, we weren't a good team. And now we want to go ahead and be buyers. So I feel like he's going to keep his players, and he's going to go ahead and just want them there for depth purposes as we, go ahead and enter this middle to second half of the season. So to me, ultimately, unless an offer blows him out of the water, I think he's going to keep both of these guys, including Nate Davis. But yeah, if he gets a good trade offer, I can certainly see Ryan Poles moving them. But I don't think he is actively looking to go ahead and do so. So that's where I'm at with this, people. Let me know what you guys think. Would you move Nate Davis and Khalil Herbert, or one or the other? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.